Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the...
Got a lot of running room. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go right back to him. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. He puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking for room, it's Young. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Run in the red zone, it's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He breaks a tackle. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Reed. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Texas A&M going up tempo. trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal for the offense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Defense might bring the house here. They'll leave it with him. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Makes a move. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because
the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Uncorks it. He's got it, and he's knocked down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. trying to pick up a first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll go hurry up here. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deacs. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Runs through the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Reed. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On second down, he'll fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And he's wrestled to the ground. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Now they're going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
On the option. Now the pitch. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
From the 20, it's second and short. They just need a couple. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
On the move, it's Young.
The returner brings it out to the 35. And the Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll run it again. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 16, Texas A&M 14.
The Irish send out the punt unit and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Wayne.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Plows through the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Aggies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. On the ground. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th.
Notre Dame, 22, Texas A&M.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Looking, trying to escape. Cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
On the run, it's Payne. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. From the red zone, it's Young. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, This game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll pull it on the read. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Motion from the offense. To the air. It's Reed. Here's a throw downfield late.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he's looking downfield. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays.